Did you know that the iconic image that revealed the structure of DNA, the very blueprint of life, was taken by someone you've probably never heard of? Her name, Rosalind Franklin, and without her, we might still be wondering what our genes actually look like. But here's the twist, she never got credit. In fact, her discovery was secretly shown to others who won the Nobel Prize. This is the hidden story of a woman whose brilliance changed science forever, then got buried in the footnotes of history, until now. Before we continue, just to let you know that we're seeing that 55% of our viewers who watch our channel regularly have not subscribed to us yet, so we're asking you a favor. Before we start our deep dive, if you like us and want to support us, there's a free and simple way to do that. Just hit that subscribe button, so that you never miss out when we put out new videos. We assure you that we will commit to bringing you the best videos each week. We also crave your feedback and suggestions as we aim to give you the best content possible. Let's begin our feature. In the 1950s, DNA was the holy grail of science. Everyone knew it carried genetic information, but no one knew what it looked like. Cue the so-called race for the double helix, a dramatic, high-stakes competition between the brightest minds in biology. But behind the scenes, one scientist was quietly taking the most precise images of DNA the world had ever seen. Her name was Rosalind Franklin. Born in 1920 in London, Rosalind Franklin was no ordinary girl. By age 15, she already knew she wanted to be a scientist. While most girls her age were being taught needlework and poetry, Rosalind was dissecting the laws of physics. She studied at Cambridge back when women couldn't even earn full degrees. That didn't stop her. Her PhD research on the structure of coal during World War II helped make gas masks more effective. Not glamorous, but vital. But her real breakthrough would come later, with something far more complex than coal. In 1951, Franklin joined King's College London, where she was assigned to study DNA using a technique called X-ray crystallography, a way of using light to map atoms. She didn't just take pictures of DNA, she made the pictures speak. And then came Photo 51, an image so sharp, so precise that it practically screamed double helix. The DNA structure we see in textbooks today, the one Watson and Crick published, it wouldn't have existed without Franklin's Photo 51. But here's where it gets dark. In early 1953, without her knowledge, Rosalind's colleague Maurice Wilkins showed Photo 51 to James Watson. Watson saw it, and immediately knew. This was the missing piece. He and Francis Crick used her data to build the first accurate model of DNA, and rushed to publish. 3 men's names were celebrated in Nature magazine. Rosalind's data, shown in the same issue, as supporting material, no co-authorship, no credit, no clue that she had taken the image that solved the greatest mystery in biology. Disillusioned but undeterred, Franklin left King's and joined Birkbeck College. There she turned her laser-sharp focus to viruses, like the tobacco mosaic virus and the polio virus. Once again she broke barriers. Her work helped form the foundations of structural virology, the study of viruses at the atomic level. But time was running out. In 1956, Rosalind Franklin was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. She was just 36. Even while undergoing treatments, she kept working, publishing papers, building international collaborations, and mentoring young scientists. She died in 1958 at the age of 37. Just 4 years later, Watson, Crick, and Wilkins won the Nobel Prize for the discovery of DNA's structure. Rosalind Franklin was never mentioned. History for a long time remembered Rosalind Franklin in fragments, if at all. She was known in some circles simply as the woman in the background of the DNA story, the data provider, the technician, the assistant. But then came a reckoning. In 2002, science journalist Brenda Maddox released a book that would change the narrative forever. It was called Rosalind Franklin, the Dark Lady of DNA. The title? A reference to Shakespeare's mysterious Dark Lady sonnets, and a nod to the way Franklin had been shrouded in scientific shadow. Misunderstood, undervalued, overlooked. Maddox's biography did something radical. It told her story, not as a side note in Watson and Crick's glory, but as the woman who took the sharpest photo in molecular biology, and paid the price for being brilliant, meticulous, and most of all, a woman in a man's world. The book revealed the human Franklin, Fiercely intelligent, introverted, with a biting sense of humor and a deep love for the scientific process. It shattered the stereotype that she was difficult or cold. Labels often pinned on women who refused to be deferential in male-dominated spaces, and it exposed how deep the injustice ran. Her image was shown to Watson without her permission, her unpublished data was used without her consent, and yet, the Nobel Prize went elsewhere. Maddox's book triggered a global re-examination of the DNA discovery story. It became required reading in universities. It was adapted for the stage and referenced in documentaries. It led to retrospectives in Nature, Science, and even public apologies from researchers who had once downplayed her work. And suddenly, the world saw what had always been there. Rosalind Franklin wasn't just a contributor, she was central to one of the most important discoveries in human history. Institutions began to honor her legacy. The Rosalind Franklin University of Medicine and Science was founded in Illinois. The Rosalind Franklin Award was created by the Royal Society to honor outstanding women in STEM. And in 2023, a Mars rover, designed to search for life on the Red Planet, was named Rosalind Franklin. Because what better way to honor the woman who photographed the origins of life than by sending her name across the stars? The Dark Lady of DNA, maybe once, but now, she's the guiding light for every scientist who ever asked, what if the truth doesn't come with credit? Because sometimes the person who changes the world is the one history almost forgot. So, the next time someone says Watson and Crick discovered DNA, tell them the truth. Did you know Rosalind Franklin took the photo that changed biology forever, and never got credit for it? If you want more untold stories like this, about the hidden geniuses, the mysterious breakthroughs, and the strange secrets of science, hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you never miss a mind-blowing fact, because history isn't just what's remembered, it's what we choose to reveal.